Hey, welcome back to my channel. For any of you that are new to my channel, I am Frisky. I'm an EDM content creator. And for today's video, I have my top 10 EDM sets of all time. This is thanks to Emma Capotes for tagging me, and I will be now doing mine. And here are my top 10. Okay, so for my top 10, I made a list because it's really hard to kind of come up with 10 sets for someone who's actually raved as long as I have. It's kind of like, I actually had a list of like 20, which I like narrowed down. I'm like, okay, now I gotta do just 10. So I've actually spent like 3 days on this list. But I got it. I think that this is the top 10. So here we go. At number 10, I have Eric Prydz set, which he did at Identity Festival, which took place in San Diego back in 2011, 2012, one of those 2 years. And then the reason why this is top 10 is because he had this song that he remixed of Call Me, and I swear when I heard that the first time during his set, it literally rang in my ears for like 3 hours straight. I dreamt of that song. It was nuts. It was definitely a good experience and probably the highlight artist of that day for me. At number 9, I have Jaws when he played his set at EDC Orlando in Florida. And the reason this is top 9 is because EDC Orlando was the last time that he said he was gonna play Baby Shark at any festival. So if you got to listen to Baby Shark from Jaws in EDC Orlando, that's the last time he's played it. So you got to listen to it one last time before he like nixed it from the rest of his festivals. At number 8, I have DJ Diesel's set, which he played during his Shaq's Funhouse in Miami, Florida. And the reason this is top 8 is because he actually made a memorial video of Kobe Bryant towards the end of his set. And I'm not going to forget that. That was amazing. Everybody shut their phones off and we all just kind of just watched this video literally at the end of his set. It was amazing. I loved it. Top 7, Excision. And that's when he played it at EDC Vegas in Nevada. And I don't know the year. I think it was 2015. But I don't remember. But the reason why this is top 7 is because it was my first time ever seeing so many lasers at once. Like, I was laying on the ground just like watching the show from the ground, looking up, and the lasers just shooting like it was crazy. And then the ground was trembling. Definitely an amazing time to be alive. I'm glad I was able to experience that Excision set for sure, and I think it was one of his best sets. At number 6, I have AC Slater. And this is his set from when he did Decadence in Phoenix, Arizona. And the reason why this is top 6 is because I was able to be on stage with AC Slater and kind of bring in the new year, seeing everybody's face in the crowd during his set. It was an amazing set, and I'm never going to forget being on stage with him. It was amazing. At number 5, I have Martin Garrix when he played at Freaky Deaky, Houston, Texas. And the reason why this is top 5 is because I was on the rail during his set singing along to literally every song. Me and some of my friends were like, we have to get to the front of the rail. Like, this is like our mission. We have to do it, right? And it was like, we went all the way around. We snuck in. We got dead center on the rail. I'm over there with my Frisky Hug flag, just waving it. And then he starts throwing balloons everywhere. I don't know if it was him or it was just balloons from like the Oro set. But I'm over like knocking the balloons with my Frisky Hug flag, singing along to every single song. It was definitely one of the best sets at Freaky Deaky. At number 4, Ganja Whitenight when he played at Forbidden Kingdom, Boca Raton, Florida. And the reason this got top 4 is because, well, one, I was listening to the song Up, and I don't know if anybody else has heard of the song Up. You must have, and if you haven't, go listen to it. It's part of their one album. Sorry, it's like when I try to say that, you probably think it's that one album, but no, the album is actually called One. and the song is called Up. And basically when they played that, I just literally love it, and I start singing along to it, and it's super cool. And number 2 for that is like, I was with all of my like homies. I have this squad, like this rave group called the Ho Base, you know, Rave Fam, and just being with them and just kind of listening to Ganja Whitenight at the same time. It's like 2 birds, 1 stone. Love it. Best set, one of the best sets of that night. Because Electro Stranger was pretty good too. Electro Stranger was his set that day was fire, but it didn't make my top 10. So Ganja Whitenight did. So that's number 4. At number 3, I have OK, and I hope I'm not pronouncing that wrong, from EDC Las Vegas, Nevada, 2018, I think. Next to the year, but it was an EDC for sure. And if you were there, you'll understand why. And I think some of you probably know. But he got number 3 for his set because he played Thief. But not only did he play Thief, which is one of my favorite songs, he brought up Kenny G to play the saxophone, and that was so mesmerizing. It was amazing. I'm like, gosh, I'm never gonna forget this set. And here we are, years later, still remembering that set. Still one of my favorites, and that's why it's top 3. At number 2, and this is for some of you who already see my video. You probably know why this is top 2. And if you haven't seen this video, go see it. Sudden Death, during his Void tour at Pelham, Tennessee, at the Caverns, he did a cave rave. It was actually probably one of like the last raves before this whole Corona thing hit. But this made number 2 because when you're inside of that when you're inside of that cave, you can like feel the bass through all your bones, and like everything's just echoing, and it was an amazing experience. But that's only half of the reason. The second reason is his entrance. Oh my God. I was literally right in the entrance of the cave when he was coming in. And if you haven't seen my video, you need to go see it. It's on my page. Go check it out. You'll understand why this is number 2. It was amazing. Sudden Death, number 2, flat out. At number 1, and I think we can all agree, this is number 1, Avicii. He played at EDC Las Vegas, Nevada in 2013. It was my first like super huge festival, and he played a lot of good songs. And man, I miss Avicii. Literally, bar none, was one of my favorite artists before he died. And the reason he got number 1 is not only did he play all of my jams, he played this one remix that I never heard of, and it was Adele remix. I forget the song of Adele that he did. But he played this remix of hers, and me and my buddy spent like a week just like looking up what song that was, and it was like in our head, and we were like, why can't we find this song? We finally found it, and here I am forgetting the name again. But I think we can all agree, Avicii, if you've seen him, he gets number 1. Love him. Alright, well, that is my top 10 EDM sets of all time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe, all the jazz. And I'm sorry that I haven't really been on YouTube very much. As you guys all know, the whole Corona thing kind of sucks and it blows, and we're all just kind of dealing it in our own ways. I've kind of gotten a little rut, found it very hard to kind of have the motivation to, you know, start making videos again. So that's why I've been like lacking. Every like 2 weeks I come up with a video instead of every like week I'll have like 2 videos. It's just I've lost the motivation due to the fact that the Corona canceled all of our festivals. I have been doing a lot of virtual festivals and stuff like that, but it's just not the same, and I think we all know it's not the same. I do love hanging out with my friends on Zoom. I do love Zooming with a bunch of other people, Zooming with some artists. I got to invite Brondo into our Zoom, and he chit-chatted with me for a bit. That was kind of fun. But we all can agree, you know, we all miss festival season. I miss festival season for sure. I will be on that Zoom chat though for EDC's virtual-a-thon. I'm definitely watching that this weekend. Not gonna miss it. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys liked it. And until the next one, bye.